in the faces in the dark, and the lines that are blurred between fact and fiction. We look between two parallel realities that define our existence, the duality of which touches our everyday lives, the normal and the paranormal. Join us as we peer into the dark precipice of the unreal, or the possibly very real. This is The Hunt for the Truth. Welcome everyone, and how are we doing today? Today, I'm doing something a little special. I hope that we've all had a wonderful day or night or whatever it is, but this is potentially the first episode in the series of The Hunt for the Truth. So what exactly is it that we're doing today? Well, first, we're going to be going over some of the most horrifying clips I could find on the internet that could potentially be real. And we're going to have a little bit of an investigation, and we're going to do some voting to see as to what we all think. Welcome Kimichu, welcome Magic Cow, Sunny, Jennifer, Omegs, Rage, Urushi, I saw Ame in here earlier, Ame-kun, Hado Ame-kun, Omegs, Duper D, Jennifer, did I already say Rage, Carsico, RB, J-Bird, I hope I'm not missing anybody, but welcome everyone. So all of these clips have been very carefully curated. I looked very hard for all of these. After this too, I'm going to be uploading the sources of where I grabbed everything. Oh, Moo, oh my god, my bad, Moo. How's it going today, Moo? You're good, you're just eating pizza? Nice, nice. I didn't eat, well, I want pizza, but I didn't eat pizza earlier. You caught the stream. Welcome, Killians. How we doing, Killians? You missed me. Yeah, I missed you guys, dude. I missed you guys. You're new here? Well, welcome, Clinical Herbalist. Welcome, welcome. Today we're doing something a little special. This is not something I normally do. I put a lot of work into this, guys. My internet was out 2 days this week. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this Sunday, but we got it together just in time. It fell into place just at the right moment. But I think that maybe I would like to get started. So after we watch the clip, I'm going to have some voting, and we can vote as to whether or not we think it's fake or real, fact or fiction. Have you ever seen a cult ritual happening in a park? Well, this father and son did. And they were not ready for what was about to come after them. So let's go see what they had in store. This first case is of a father and son who explore a well-known haunted park called Hummel Park, where they find something very unexpected. After parking their truck, they look on the ground and see a trail of candles and blood with a white t-shirt littered on the ground.
Alright, come on. What is that? What's what? Come on. What is what? Candles? Come here, let's check it out. No bullshit. Come on. Come on down here with me. Come here. Guys, come here. Guys, check it out. Come here. Come down here with me right now. Guys, seriously. Guys, come here now. Come here with me. We're gonna follow this trail. Hold on, look where the trail. Come here now. Come here with me right now. Come here. There's a blood trail and a t-shirt. There's a bloody t-shirt.
It's at this point the son discovers a guest waiting for them nearby.
There's a hole in the tree.
Where? Where?
Right there.
Where?
Behind the tree.
What tree?
That one.
Which one?
That one.
Where?
Right there. Yeah.
Which one? This one here?
What do you think we're talking about? There he is. Yeah, go over there.
Where?
Oh yeah. This is a prank, I know.
Go! Go! I just saw him. Go.
Let's take a closer look for those who couldn't see. Behind the tree, there is clearly a white hooded figure that is not of paranormal nature. Are they a lone wolf performing a ritual? Are they a part of a cult? What do you all think? When I first watched that clip, I immediately thought, you got what you guys are saying. What in the world is this father doing dragging his son into a place like this? It is just too freaky. Obviously, if you see something like that going on, you wouldn't be dragging your child into it. And the thing is, he keeps yelling at him. He keeps yelling at him. He's like, come on down, son. Come on. But I think it's time to take a vote before we look at any further evidence. Do we think this is a fact, or do we think it's fiction? And I just started the poll because I want to see what you guys think just after watching it before I introduce any further information. Phantom, I think that's factually proven that shit fake as hell. It could be, could be true, it could be fake. But what I can say is in either situation, this seems pretty irresponsible. Also, what's up, Peter? How's it going, dude? Welcome. We seem pretty split on this one, actually. People are pretty split. Okay, well, I'm gonna hold that up there. So it seems like where we're at right now, half of you guys, a little over half of you guys think that it's real. You think that it's real. Well, I gathered a little bit of additional information. So let's think about this. So first, Hummel Park, it's in Nebraska, and it's actually a really well-known haunted place. So the place definitely has a lot of folklore surrounding it. I can't remember the exact history, but actually people go there to do paranormal investigations all the time. Now, something I thought was particularly weird looking at the video is that if you're having an occult ritual like that, I doubt somebody would be doing it on their own. But there was only one person waiting in the bushes. And if I'm thinking about it, if we think critically about it, this would make it significantly easier to stage, right? So it's entirely possible that all of this was staged. Because if you also look down the pathway of the stairs even further, there's no candles farther down on that pathway. They stop right there where they take a look at the bloody shirt. I found that to be suspicious, personally. It would be awesome if it was the mom and dad making a prank on the kids. That's kind of what I thought, is I wonder if they were pranking the children, because the kids seem legit scared. I don't think the kids were faking. Kids tend to not be very good actors in that type of situation. But yeah, I don't know. This is a bit of a tough one. Now, when we take a look at the white-robed figure, and we can kind of tell that it's not an apparition. An apparition meaning some kind of ethereal spirit, ghost, or whatever you want to call it. It's very physical in form, so it's definitely a human in this case. A human in a white cloth. Now, why would they be there in a white cloth and doing some sort of ritual? Who knows? They could be for a variety of reasons. However, something interesting is this video actually had a lot of comments under it. So under this video, they were talking about, oh, I've been to Hummel Park. A lot of crazy stuff goes down there. The police talk about how dangerous it is at night, but they won't tell you why. It's almost as if they're not allowed to talk about it. And there was like people there who went there and said, oh yeah, there's plenty of spirit sightings that happen there. Super freaky place. And Bluesky, you actually nailed it on the head. Someone was reporting that there is certain nationalistic organizations that I can't say on YouTube that tend to gather in that area. However, I didn't know they were intertwined with the occult. I'm not sure if they are or not. I wasn't aware if they were. So that lends some strength to the argument that this could potentially be a true case, that this was actual occult activity, or that it was some sort of organizational activity for them, and they stumbled upon it. Because it is also in Nebraska, keep that in mind. And Nebraska is kind of known for that kind of stuff. Now, you would also think about that group as someone from the South. Yeah, I think it's very possible that they perpetrated it. And so, you know, with all the surrounding information, it's entirely possible that it's true. So I'm going to vote. I think it's actually inconclusive, but for the sake of making it interesting, I'm gonna vote fact on it, actually. But you know, there's no damning evidence. But the fact is there is a lot of weird stuff that happens with that park, and it is well known. So I think that that's a pretty interesting tidbit, actually. This one was a really interesting one to look into. I like this one. What's the time? I think when it's staged, they don't really sound like they're scared. Yeah, the kid sounded legit scared. The dad, I think he sounded pretty scared too. But they could just be really good actors. I mean, you don't know. But I think they did sound scared. My parents also wore white clothes and had a church ceremony. They even kissed. Some. I think that's called a wedding. That's a very different ceremony. You love this genre? I do too, dude. It's so much fun. I love looking into this. Sketchy, very sketchy. Anyways, if you happen across a Hummel Park in Nebraska at night, I don't recommend that you enter it. So I'm going to vote fact on this one, just for the sake of making it interesting. So we have many more cases for you today. This next one I also thought was very fascinating. So this next one, so the yokai are an embedded part of Japanese culture, and they're known for manifesting in a different way than how Western spirits and Western folklore does. So I thought it would be interesting to include a case of a potential Japanese yokai haunting in here as well. Let's take a look. This next case is of a couple Japanese explorers who are exploring an abandoned temple. After finding something that looks like a grave marker, one of the members hears bells behind them. Let's take a closer look at what we just saw. What appeared behind him appears to be a white humanoid apparition. This apparition somewhat bears a resemblance to the common depictions of yurei in Japanese culture. It's also important to note that he arrives back at the vehicle where his friend is waiting, appearing injured. Is it possible that this yurei is haunting the grounds, waiting to cause trespassers harm? So this one is also a very fascinating one. This one, it got me a little bit. I would fall too. And the thing is, it's not even the ghost. I'll have to end the other poll. How do I do that? Uh-oh. It's not even the actual ghost itself. It's the sound of the bells, because that is so Japanese yokai haunting at a abandoned temple. It's so on brand. Wait, what's Q&A? Hold on. What is going on here? Start a poll. There we go. Facts. So what do we think? Before we take a look at any analysis or evidence, what do we think? Do we think it's a fact, or do we think it's fiction? Kimmy, don't look behind you. Elite won't be sleeping. Poor Elites. I know Elite's not good with horror. Also, welcome Ithaka, welcome Luciano. And indeed, weddings are scary. Weddings are terrifying. You're unsure about that one? You're unsure about that one? Let's see. I'm curious what you all think. You're a big believer of the supernatural, so I'm loving this. Dude, I've had so many paranormal experiences. I haven't even gotten into the slightest bit of them. One day I'll talk about all my paranormal experiences, but I've had a lot. I still have them to this day. All the time. Everything is fact if you're enough of a scaredy cat. Is that you, Sonny? Are you a scaredy cat, Sonny? Alright, so we got 19 votes, and a pretty big majority of you guys think that this one's real. Well, let's take a look at an analysis and some evidence, and let's continue to look deeper into this. If it'll load, there we go. So here's the thing. These people are known paranormal investigators on YouTube. Now, obviously, they're going to want to post something with some good footage. So they have a bit of a conflict of interest, as in they make money off of having shocking footage. So it could be that it's real. It could be that it's staged. This, just because there's a conflict of interest doesn't mean it's fake, but it does lead you to think, oh, well, they have a vested interest in this video doing well. So they're, you know, more likely to put in some props or put in some freaky stuff in posts or you know, mess with their camera shots, right? Speaking of messing with camera shots, the yude, what I believe to be a yude, only appears when one of the people is alone. And you could argue that's when it's most likely to happen. However, this is a paranormal investigator team of 2. And if you notice, the camera doesn't cut back to the car until after the thing already happened, right? So it's entirely possible that they set it up that way, that they set it up to be staged. That is a possibility. That is not damning evidence, but we're looking at that, you know, we're trying to be as cautious as possible when we're looking at diagnosing something, right? So it's difficult to actually tell if it's an apparition or if it's something physical. It looked like it could have gone either way. When I took a look at it, I'm like, it could be still a physical thing, and with enough distance and darkness, it's hard to tell whether or not it's a physical being or it's an apparition. Right, we're talking about buzzballs in here. Y'all wanting to drink tonight. Indeed a scaredy cat, but me and my buzzballs will tough it out for Astra. I appreciate it. Can sometimes yokai be see-through most of the time? I imagine that they could, and that's only because Western spirits are known for also being see-through. So I imagine so. However, here's some evidence working in the favor of the paranormal investigators. When you take a look at this one dude who fell, his elbows on his clothing are visibly torn. If you take a look back at the video, I'm going to post the sources later, probably in the description of this, you can actually see that his elbows have been torn up and there's dirt covering his clothes and his hands. That's a pretty long way to go for a gag, right? It's possible he got legit jump scared by his friend that is wearing a ghost outfit and he tripped and fell for real. But I would say the likelihood of that is a little bit smaller. Japanese do value reputation due to how private. I don't know if it's pride, but they definitely value reputation, and they don't want to be seen as staging something. And maybe that is a piece of evidence working in their favor as well. Gamba on stream Astra. Gambaru zo, gambaru yo. Arigato na. I wonder if Sum's in here. Sum, what do you think when you look at that? Do you think that's fake or real? Because Sum is Japanese, actually. I'm just curious if he's in here. Womp womp to the camera guy. No. What happened to camera guy never dies? How am I doing, Astra? Oh, hi, Aaliyah. What's up? I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I've been looking forward to this stream for a while. I had this idea cooking. I was just waiting for the right time to do it. It could be possibly staged if the camera cut is giving them enough time to do it. Yeah, and definitely it is entirely possible for this to be staged. But I'm actually in the camp that maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I might be with you guys on this. There is nothing that leads me to believe other than the possibility of there being a camera cut and them being known paranormal investigators. That's not really enough evidence to say that this is fiction. You know what I mean? サムさん言ったらどう思いますか？これ日本の妖怪かもしれないと思ったんで、なんか意見あるのかなと思って。So I was asking some in Japanese. Yeah, he's JP. So, I don't know. I think that this one could potentially be real. Now, I would like to look more into the place, but I couldn't get enough information on the place. But, we'll have to say camera guys are immortal. Absolutely. Absolutely. Camera guy never dies. Holy camera gives you immunity. That's why when I go out in the woods and I'm exploring alone, I don't die. Nothing happens. And we might hear or see some freaky shit, but nothing actually happens. You know what I mean? 漢字読めない。ごめん。ちょっと訳す。ちょい待ち。So he sent a message. I can't read one of the symbols. 転んだだけじゃよくわからん. So he said he just fell. We can't really tell. And that's fair enough. Inconclusive is what he's saying. But me, I'm not going to vote inconclusive today. I'm going to say it's fact. I'm going to say, just for the sake of fun, it's fact. I didn't actually see any bruises on him, but his clothes were torn and he did have dirt on him. And it looked like a real fall. It did look like a real fall. Camera woman never dies. Yeah. I don't think anything would attack a werewolf after you have plot armor. I am the main character. I am the anime. But how about we take a look at our next case? Would you ever break into an abandoned house? I would. In fact, I broke into an abandoned factory. But this Norwegian man broke into a house with the electricity that still runs. So what if it actually wasn't abandoned when you broke in? What if there was still something living in the walls of this abode? Let's take a look. Here we have a Norwegian explorer who found a seemingly abandoned property in the woods. After knocking on the door and checking to see if it's locked, he enters and turns on the lights. However, what was waiting inside he could have never expected.
Oi, hva? Gamle driten her, da. Faen, ass.
Let's take a closer look at this one. In this poor quality recording, there were only about 2 frames or so that were even good enough to begin identifying what we're looking at. I see 2 ways of interpreting this image. Either it's 2 heads on one body, maybe joining hands together, or it's a creature with 2 eyes up top and a mouth at the bottom. Either way, what we do know is this man was startled enough to run after what he saw. So, this is one that kind of freaks me out in the way I can't identify what I'm looking at. Luciano, if you look on my Twitter, actually Luciano made a analysis of this, of what he thought it could be. It was like a mask and with like a mustache or something. And I thought it was really interesting, but even still, when I look at it, I have no idea. It's an egghead with a goatee and glasses. See, yeah, so you're seeing what Luciano saw. Queso cryptid. RB. Oh, no, not a Q&A. There we go. So do we think it's fact or fiction? Let's have a vote. What do we think? You're a homeless woman in there living TBH. That's funny. What is this camera, bro? I know, it's such a bad mobile camera. That's one of the reasons it's so hard to tell. Oh, Moo, you're requesting us at number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. The paranormal is really interesting, but it scares you so much. Yeah, this is a very popular clip because it's so weird. It's just such a surreal vibe the whole way through. Found SCP-096. Which SCP is that? Is that the one that screams? That sounds like the screaming one, I think. This is why the scariest thing that people find while exploring is other people. That is so true. When I'm out hiking around in the woods, the last thing I want to encounter is another person. That is about one of the most terrifying things you can see. I have no idea. It could be low cam quality making it seem unreal. Yeah, so I have a bit of an analysis on this, but let's take a look at the poll. 20 votes and we're 50-50. That's fascinating. So we're not sure on this one. We're all 50-50 right now. The shadow creature are real. They're everywhere in the hospital. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those actually, like IRL. So, let me see. This was case 3. I just got to make sure I'm pulling up the right one here. Let's take a look at the evidence again. So, obviously, the biggest key factor in analyzing this is, well, one, there's not a lot of background information on this specific clip. I looked around. This is about all there is. It's a difficult to identify creature. And it's like, no matter how we look at it, it's a super bizarre looking thing. It almost looks like it could be a statue. I don't really see a sign of movement coming from it. So when he gets a good look at it, I don't see it moving. However, it is enough to scare the crap out of him when he takes a look at it. I don't know if it was like a real fright, but the thing is he got a good look at it, had a reasonable reaction time, and got scared. So we know that it had to be something terrifying. Now, something else I thought was weird was he tested the electricity, and then he still entered the house. Why would you do that? If the electricity turns on, you must think, oh, this place could be occupied. Why are we entering a stranger's house? Hatman is real too, because most children in the world see him. That is true. Also, people on Benadryl. It's not about that. It's about the 50-50 poll. It could be some kind of prop, yeah. But it's a really weird prop. Like, what kind of prop gives it that sort of shape? It's super bizarre. But yeah, it's like he entered a house with working electricity. Yeah, that should be normally, like you're saying, Lucy, that should be enough for someone to get the heck out of there. Like if I saw what I thought was an abandoned house, and I went in and the electricity turned on, I'd be like, oh shit, I just entered someone's house that they just don't really take good care of. If you were walking into a dark room where you thought no one was there and someone was there, you would be freaked out too, right? I think most people would freak out. Like if you're doing an urban exploration and you enter, like I've explored abandoned factories. If I walked in on someone being there, it's a freaky experience because usually it's not the type of people you want to encounter. Pro tip, if the lights turn on in an abandoned place, then you're trespassing. Exactly. The thing is what was he trespassing on? Was it human? Was it a creature? So there is one really important key piece of information, I think, for this whole thing. And that was whatever creature or statue this was, it was facing sideways from the door frame. It was not connected to the ground. It came facing from the side part of the door. So it would have to be like suspended in a very complicated way in order for it to be a prop. And that's what makes me think it maybe wasn't a prop. It was maybe something in the house that we can't identify. Maybe it wasn't a face, but maybe it looked like a face. You will cry on your ass on the way out because what if it runs after you? It probably will. I mean, if someone entered my house and they thought it was abandoned, I would run after them too. You think it's false. That's not paranormal. That's just someone living in there. It could be, yeah. So we got people saying it's not paranormal, right? But it's really weird that it was facing sideways from the door frame. And this uploader only uploaded once and never uploaded again. There was no community post, no Twitter, nothing. If I encountered something really freaky like that, you guys would be hearing about it all the time. I would post multiple times. It would not just be a one-time thing. So, but however, there could be an explanation for this, such as he broke the law entering this place, maybe without realizing it, and didn't want to get tracked down after. But even still, if I encountered something really weird, I would be like talking about that a ton. You guys would hear nonstop about it. Whatever it is, it's freaky. Exactly. It is very freaky. I mean, to be frank, the question is whether or not we think it's real or not staged, in the sense, yeah, you do think it's real. I agree with that. I think it's real, but I don't think it's paranormal. I don't think it's paranormal. I do think it was just like maybe some dude peeking around the corner, or some dude trying to scare the dude get out of his house. Bro didn't re-upload because he got arrested or whatever was in there. Got lil bro. Well, how do you upload it? How do you upload it? Because cameraman never dies. I'd never shut up about this. See, exactly. Like, who would post once and never say anything about it ever again? I mean, by the condition of the house, would some things be kind of broken down if it was abandoned? Yeah, but the thing is where I live, I've seen houses like that, and people live in those. You know, not trying to like be like, oh my god, that's not good, but you know, that's just their house. You got vertigo watching that. It made you dizzy. Yeah, something about it. I think it's the camera quality and that weird angles too. But yeah, I'm gonna have to vote that it's not paranormal, but it probably is real. I think it's real, but it's just like some dude in his house or something like that. But who knows? It could be some kind of cryptid we haven't discovered, or I don't know, some kind of mold creature growing out of the walls. It could be a lot of different things. Who knows? But yeah, I think the general lesson that we can learn, a squatter, I hate squatters. Never squat in my house. I'll squat, never mind. I'm not going to say that live on air. But the lesson that we can learn from this is if the electricity turns on in a place that you think is abandoned, it's probably not actually abandoned. And don't go in there, because you don't know what you're going to encounter. Failed experiment and the government got his butt. Could be. Yeah, he encountered a government experiment. I didn't know Norway was into that, because this happened in Norway. But it could be. Could be a creepypasta. It's real, it's just a dude, a really freaky dude. That's my thought. Yeah. But let's look into our next case. We have quite a few more cases to go over today. So you gotta go. All right, Jay Bird, take it easy. It was good to see you. All right. So, have you ever thought, wouldn't it be cool to see a dragon? Well, apparently this couple of men thought the same thing and went hunting after a mythical creature that they didn't think was real, but they began to find out that they might be proven otherwise. Let's take a look. In this footage, we have two men that were spelunking in order to find a cryptid known as the cave worm. However, they may not have realized how much they were actually taking on by entering this cave.
Down a well of bats or anything? Hmm? It's Batman, don't worry.
Batman?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about. I know Batman. I'm going to come down. Actually, I can leave that there.
Are we still looking for bones? Because I can't see any. If they're here, they're the same colour as everything else.
He's probably got lots of different entrances, so... Have you got your camera going?
Yeah, it's going now.
Okay.
Okay, Owen. Owen.
Okay.
Run.
I can't go. I'm burning my hand.
This is a very clear and visceral image of what appears to be the aforementioned cave worm. It looks similar to an alligator, but appears to have a serpent-like body. This needs to be added on the list of the many horrors of cave diving. So, that is some pretty shocking footage. It looks super real. It's terrifying to look at. I'm not gonna lie. But do we think it's fact or fiction? Let's see. I mean, look, I've not been in a lot of caves. I don't know what goes down in there. There's some freaky stuff with that, right? It's definitely not something I would personally want to encounter. But, yeah, let's see. Wow, okay, you guys think it's not real. We got a majority no. I wonder if it's because of the high production value. So they had some very fancy cameras, and you guys are saying it could be CGI. It looks too real. Yeah, you know, I think that's all perfectly valid. It looks too high quality for you to believe it's a genuine discovery. I could see that. And it does look like an alligator. That's got to be edited. Look at the camera angles. I know it is really good camera angles. That reaction was not believable. I know there's like, oh my god, get back. If that thing came running after me, I'm out of there. I will push you out of the way if you're in the way. I'm getting the hell out of that cave. Caves are already freaky enough. We don't need them to be any freakier. Someone mentioned cave divers earlier. Yeah, no, I don't know what the heck they're thinking. Running into caves like that. Oh yeah, let's just fit in this like 3mm hole, squeeze our whole body through it, break all our ribs in the process. If you were just caving, why would you leave a camera right there? That's a good question. Who knows? Why do they sound British? I actually don't... Are they British? I'm not sure. So, the majority of you said no, this one isn't real. Well, I'm going to have to tell you guys ahead of time before we open... Well, no, let's get in the evidence first. Let me double check something here really quickly. Alright. So, I think you guys are right. So, this channel, the most important piece of information for this is a channel focused on this type of gag. They do this like weird, trippy, bizarre stuff in the woods sort of thing. And they have a very high production value for what they do. They're a fairly large YouTube channel. The way the light interacts with the creature at the end of the footage looks like CGI. I think it's CGI. That was uploaded on their channel, and there was nothing too crazy in the description about the encounter. To me, it seemed like another gag that they were doing, and everyone else seemed to understand that fact as well in the comments. This is the first I had ever encountered them, but I thought that the visuals were so shocking that I just wanted to put it in here for fun. I thought it looked so cool. Honestly, even though it's probably a gag, I highly respect it. I thought it looked super good. And yeah, they, like you guys were saying, they have a very high production value. They're putting their cameras in a strategic location. Normally, if you're trying to go out and record something that's as unpredictable and unexpected as discovering a species of something that we didn't know existed, you're not going to think with the clarity to be like, oh, if I put my camera here, I'm going to get the best possible camera angles for this. Astra, are you into horror by any chance? How did you know? How did you know I'm into horror? Whoa. I'm into horror. Of course. It's very cool. They did a great job on it. But yes, it's easy to clock as fake. It is, yeah, I think it's very fake. But it's very cool. I respect it. I only wish I could make stuff like that. If I could do CGI, you bet I'd be making videos like this all the time. Let's see. RB said the reaction was not believable. Yeah, they were like bumbling, like old geezers trying to get out of there. Like, okay, it's step back. Yeah. The first thing I'd be like is, what the F is that? I'm out, brother. I know. Getting out of that cave. Why are we sticking around in caves that we don't need to be in to begin with? And we're gonna like stick around. Oh, there's an alligator creature in here. Let's just meander our way out of here like lost little deer in the woods. Absolutely not. That's how you die. That is how you die if it's real. Astra would pop that thing first chance he got. You have no doubt. You have no doubt. And then I get it taxidermied because it's a cryptid, and I'd be like revered by the scientific community as being a cryptid who captured another cryptid for their scientific study. They did pretty good though. Love the creativity behind it. Me too, dude. I really, really liked it. I would love to make gags to that quality. They weren't going fast enough. If it was real, they would have been running out of there for their life. Yeah. No, something that moves that quickly and is alligator shaped? No, count me out. I'm getting out of there. I'm going to sprint full speed. Astra's the monster in the cave if he had a lichen form. I do have a lichen form. What do you mean? So I am just the monster in the cave. Wait, what's up with British people? What are we going on about British people about? How do we think it would taste? Probably like alligator. So kind of like flaky, but like chicken flavored, I imagine. That's what I imagine. Or maybe it's something like in between alligator and serpents, because it's serpent shaped as well. So it could be like, if you've ever had eel, it could taste a little bit like eel too, I would think. Maybe the tail tastes like eel and the top half tastes like alligator. So flaky chicken and the bottom one's eel. I think it would be, yeah, I think it would taste pretty good. Hope it tastes like a mix of gator and fish. That's what I imagine. I've had a lot of paranormal experiences in my life, but this is so fake. But then again, I'm glad it's fake. I would hate if it's real. Absolutely. If this was real, I'm not going in caves. And I have been in a few caves before. Moo, it would taste horrible. I actually disagree. I think it would taste pretty good. It looks good tasting to me. Personally. Taxidermy, the scientific marvel. Astra lichen form furry. I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry. You're the furry. They kind of sound nonchalant for some odd reason. Apparently that's their bit. So a lot of people in the comments and under their video were talking about them being bumbling old geezers, and I thought that was absolutely hilarious. So I like their dedication of the bit. So yeah, they wanted to sound like bumbling old geezers despite encountering something so horrifying. Biting you like a Komodo dragon. Okay, maybe it's poisonous or venomous. I mean, we don't want to get involved with that. Why do some people say alligator tastes like chicken? Because apparently it does. It does taste like chicken. Wait, Astra, do you have a full werewolf form? Yes, but I can't show it to you guys just yet. What do you all think Astra wolf form tastes like? Okay, well, you're not going to eat a werewolf. You'll just turn into a werewolf. That's what happens. If you eat one or if I scratch you, not only that, my skin's too tough. You need silver. You'd have to use silver. You want it to be real so bad it looks cute. Magic cow. What, you think this is some kind of Pokemon? You just think you throw a ball at it and it's like, I choose you! And it's just all going to be fine. Furries are people who act like animals. He doesn't act like an animal. Wait, I'm not a furry. Gator tastes like chicken, but better. See? See? It's chicken. Wait a minute. Does that mean you got scratched? You ate I got scratched. I didn't eat a werewolf. I got scratched when I was in the woods. If you watch my debut stream, actually, you'll see how that happened. So, wait, so if I bite you, I become a werewolf. Well, you have to have silvered fangs to do that. Or you'd have to cut me with silver equipment. That's the only way you would be able to do it. A were-cow. Come here, Asher. Get away! You're not eating me. You guys can't eat me. You're not allowed to do that. A were-cow. Astra -5, I don't know, million aura. No, I gain aura. Whenever I bark, the moon responds. I'm just the alpha wolf like that, guys. I'm super chill, you know what I mean? All right. So I think it's time to take a look at the next case. Let me take this off the screen here real quick. So, I have had many faces staring back at me from the forest. But I've not really seen many this clearly or this closely. Well, the video's a little grainy, but you can even see the creature blinking. And I don't know, it has a very strange shape, and its eyes kind of pull you in. And I thought this clip was interesting enough. We got to put this in here for analysis purposes. So, let's take a look. In this clip found on Reddit, who's claiming that they found a white Bigfoot staring back at them while they were hiking in the woods. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can get a better view. As you can see, there is a face staring back at the hiker that appears to be white and blinks several times. Could this actually be Bigfoot, or is it something else? So, is it just me, or is it kind of cute in a weird way? I don't know. I looked at it, I'm like, it's kind of cute. It's like a little freaky. It's just staring at him, but yeah. Okay, see, someone else thought it was cute. That's too low quality. That's definitely an animal. Well, let's see. Do we think it's fact, or is it fiction? And I guess in this case, what we mean by that is this just an animal, or is it some kind of cryptid or unknown creature yet to be discovered by science? Let's find out. I put the poll up, so let's see. Like a snow owl, it's squeegee shaped. I know, it is kind of cute. It's like an alien kind of cute. I agree. Can you pet it? You could try. You could go after it and see if it'll let you pet it, but you might find out. It might be an F around and find out kind of situation. So they were proposing, it was like the Pennsylvania white Bigfoot that they drew parallels to, right? But I can't help but feel like, you know, maybe there's a large variety of Bigfoot out there. All of you guys are saying no. It looks really cute. How is that cute? It's creepy. What do you mean? Wouldn't you want a Pokemon like that? I think it's cute. Big adorable baby eyes. How cute. I know, its eyes were very big. And that is actually a clue. So when we're looking at the evidence for this case, so the post was found on Reddit, right? But it was uploaded by a third party. And this person took this clip and said, this person isn't known in the Bigfoot community, but they captured this picture. Could this potentially be the white Bigfoot of Pennsylvania? And I don't know. I don't think it's real. And most of you guys don't either. So a lot of the comments were saying the appearance is similar to an owl. And I agree. It looks like a barn owl. And a barn owl is typically white. It has big eyes like that. Now, it doesn't fit exactly what I imagine a barn owl to look like. And you don't typically see them out at daytime like that either. That is some pretty uncommon behavior, from my understanding and experience. But it's not impossible either, because it is sometimes nocturnal creatures do come out during the day, me being a wonderful example of that. In addition to this, it is somewhat elevated off the ground. Now, if it were a Bigfoot or something like that, it's possible that it was squatting closer to the ground, or it was standing up and it was elevated off the ground. But if it's elevated off the ground and it has an appearance similar to an owl, I'm going to apply Occam's razor and say that the simplest explanation is probably the truth, and it's probably an owl. Yeah, and like I said, it's also stated to be similar to white Bigfoot. But who knows? The fact that it didn't move much makes me doubt that. Bigfoots are fugly indeed, Kimmy. They wouldn't have cute eyes. Yeah, it was kind of cute. Astra looks more cute than Bigfoot because Astra doesn't have that big of a head. I appreciate you saying my head isn't that big. It could also be a monkey. In the US, we don't really have a lot of those, though, is the thing. And from what I know, this clip was recorded in the US. Bobblehead Astra. Why you guys want a bobblehead of Astra? Would you buy a bobblehead? Maybe it wanted a midnight snack. It could be. It could be it found something during the day, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna shoot my shot. See if we get that mouse for dinner later. But yeah, I'm of the opinion that this was a barn owl. I don't think it was a Bigfoot, personally. But if I was walking around in the woods, and I do that quite a lot, and I saw this face staring back at me out of nowhere, I'm not gonna lie, I get a little nervous. I would get a little nervous, but typically, you can, you know, tell from the angle if it's going to be a Bigfoot or an owl, unless you're trying to deceive people by using a camera in a specific way. You know what I mean? Bobblehead and Astra maid outfit. You all have really liked the maid outfit. I appreciate that. The artist cooked on that one, I'm not gonna lie. Sits on the stairs and throws chinchilla plushie. I would accept that chinchilla plushie. Absolutely. True, I forgot we don't have those. There might be some parts of the US that have like monkeys and stuff like that, like naturally, but I don't think it's a commonly occurring thing. You know, I think that it's something that's kind of rare. You would buy a mini Astra strumming his guitar is what I would buy. Maybe one day, maybe one day. We might be selling merch up. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Oops. Never mind. You didn't hear that. Scrub the VODs. Whatever, it's squeegee. Well, I guess voice packs. I guess it's voice packs that we do, though. Wait, no, the voice packs are already out. What am I talking about? Okay, I guess that's fine. Because, yeah, no, the voice packs were already out. I'm allowed to say that. But, yeah, so overall, we think it's an owl. We didn't. Y'all heard nothing. Astra keychains right now. I'm talking about voice packs. I forgot that that's not merch. Wait, do those count as merch, actually? I don't know. Y'all heard nothing. I don't know. Most of them are just in zoos. Yeah, that's my thing is like, if you want to see that sort of thing, you would typically... Maybe an escape from a zoo. It could be an escaped zoo animal. I didn't even think of that. That is entirely possible. Also, hi, Rue. What's up, Rue? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. You want physical merch so bad? Maybe. Astra Dakimakura win. I asked them about it, and they sent me back a gift saying, "Put on the maid dress." You want a Wolfie the Spheal plushie so bad, Astra. Yeah, we gotta make the mascot real though if we're gonna do that. I don't have an official mascot yet. Merch would be physical, yeah. Okay, then yeah, I guess voice packs don't count. But I think it's time to get into our next case. So, in general, a graveyard at night is regarded as a no-go zone. However, I have, of course, broken this rule several times, and I have actually had several paranormal experiences in a graveyard, both in the US and in Japan. It's very fascinating, but these people decide to break this rule in a very interesting way. It's very fascinating. So, let's take a look. In this clip, we have the popular YouTube explorer Franco TV exploring a graveyard in Florida. During his time at this place, he managed to capture some very visceral imagery. Let's take a look.
Right there. I'm gonna whistle at it again. I don't know if that's the same person or not. What the hell is that? Here. I want to shed a light. I gotta... What is that? Oh my god, that thing is creepy looking. I'm gonna watch my six. I'm gonna go towards the middle of the road here. I'm not getting close to it. Oh my god. I can't see anything with my own eyes. I need... Holy shit. It's, they're walking in the middle of the street. What is that? What do you want? What the fuck is that? Oh.
This footage was fairly clear and easy to see what was actually going on, but let's take another look. He is clearly being followed by a white figure that's covered in a white robe of some sort. This white robed person appears to go through a transformation at some point. Finally, the apparition appears to not actually be an apparition, but a physical figure of some sort. However, could this be incorrect? So I thought this one was very visceral, very interesting. So, I'm going to start a poll really quickly. Do we think it's fact or do we think it's fiction? Let's see what you guys think. Sorry, that was me, guys. My bad. Dang it, Moo. You just hanging out in graveyards again. Low-key built Halloween decoration on top of a Roomba. I don't know. It was shambling. It was shambling along. Anointed, what's up? Welcome. Dog, indeed I am. Indeed I am. How's it going, dude? We're doing something a little bit special today. Definitely, if you were able to see the clip, definitely vote and let me know if you think that was real or if you think it was fiction. Why was it getting closer? I know it was coming after the dude for real. Hot pursuit. So how many votes do we have? We have 18 votes, 19. Okay. So the majority so far, this could change because I'm going to keep the poll up a little bit longer. But the majority vote no. Let's see. Let's take a look at some of the evidence. So, again, this one is really important to keep in mind due to conflict of interest because it was uploaded by a large YouTube investigator. And when a large YouTube investigator uploads something, they want that video to take off, even if it means staging something. Now, that doesn't mean they all stage it. That doesn't mean, but it means that they have a motivation and a reason to do so. So, we can already establish why someone would want to fake this, right? They have a monetary financial gain in doing so. The camera effect. Let me get into the camera effect. I think the camera effect gave it all away. The camera effect is not typical of what a camera would do in a situation. It might focus or unfocus, but it's not going to go blurry with static like that. Cameras don't do that. And some people might write it up, oh, it was the ghost interfering with the camera. No, it was added in post. I can guarantee it. Do you know why I say that? Because I made a horror video and I used camera effects to hide some of the things I didn't want the audience to see. And I used better and more tasteful camera effects, in my opinion. It was too unrealistic. So, with that alone, this video damns itself into being fake. That camera effect gave it completely away. You don't normally watch paranormal investigators? Yeah, but they sometimes have some very interesting stuff. I like the people that are very legit about their investigations, that they, you know, you can tell that they're not staging anything. And obviously what we were looking at was not an apparition. It was a three-dimensional physical being. So it was not a ghost. So when you take all of that into account, I think that this one is conclusively fake. I think it is conclusively staged, but still a cool video, honestly. But yeah, I've made a horror video. I have the horror video up on this channel. I did similar tricks and tactics to make things look more convincing. It was obviously staged. It was meant to be like more like a funny joke than anything. But you hide things behind camera effects sometimes, or special effects. And that's what he tried to do, but he picked the worst one he could have picked. It was by far the worst camera effect you could have selected for this kind of thing. Wait, oh my god, did we get raided? Oh, holy crap. Oh, well, Sarah, welcome, welcome. Oh my god, thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. I think we just got raided by Sarah, guys. What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, for those of you who are joining just now, we're doing something pretty special today, where we're investigating paranormal clips, and we're taking into account the facts and deciding for ourselves if we think it's fact or fiction. And in this case, the one we just watched is almost definitively, absolutely fiction, because I've done the same thing before. But welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. How was your stream? I hope it went well, dude. It was meant to gain views and comments. It's clear it was staged, but it gains traction anyway for the algo. I mean, I can't rag on someone for making a cool video, even if it was staged. If they make something that's entertaining, and you know what, at the end of the day, I don't judge, right? I personally wouldn't want to present something that way. If it was staged, I make it pretty clearly staged. I want it to clearly be a gag, but it's for fun, you know what I mean? It was fun. That's good to hear, dude. That's good to hear. What did you do? It's me, said Raider. I am raiding. Raiding initiated. I appreciate you guys. Welcome in, everyone. But yeah, so static camera effects and horror clips, don't do it. Don't do it. Unless it's part of the ambience and it's supposed to look like designed that way, don't do it. Cameras don't do that. You don't like when people move their camera too much? Well, part of the problem with that is when you're shooting a horror film or any film that's like real and not like 2D, you need something called camera stabilization, and it's hard to get that in post, and a lot of cameras don't have that built in. So I actually bought a GoPro, and GoPros have built-in camera stabilization, and it helps you get much better clips, but it's still a little shaky at times, you know what I mean? So it's very important, like when you're shooting this, yeah, like you also don't want the production value to be too high if you want it to be convincing. I guess in his case, since he's a paranormal investigator, he can get away with some of the production value, but if it's too high, it's like, you're making a lot of money off this, aren't you? We made fake thumbnails of stream ideas, teaching an ant how it feels to be evicted. Every death increases sensitivity. Hey, some of those sound like good ideas, though. Those could become real thumbnails. You know what I mean? You could actually maybe do some of those ideas. I don't know how, but it could be really interesting. That's such a cool idea. That's a cool stream idea. So I guess everyone drawing the... That's awesome. Yeah, hey, you might have gotten some video ideas out of that. Okay, so we're on case 6 right now. But I think it's time to take a look at our next case. So, in our modern media, we often see people wearing masks and armed. So we'd see things like Jason Voorhees and all those kind of horror flicks and stuff like that. But have we ever thought, what would we actually do if we encountered someone armed wearing a mask in real life? Well, unfortunately for this group of teenagers, this became a reality. Oh my god, did you hear my Discord notifications? Okay, I'll fix that. But let's take a look into this case. These kids were innocently recording themselves and having fun until they had one of the most horrifying interactions I could think possible. As you can see, they were confronted by two figures wearing a white mask, but if you take a closer look, they were also holding a weapon. What sort of intention might these people have had? So, taking a look at that video, I don't remember it being that short. It was shorter than I remembered. But taking a look at that video, do we think it is fact or do we think it is fiction? Let me start a poll. It is obviously a nightmare situation that you do not want to encounter in your entire life, right? Pretty convincing. The cut was a bit too weird there. So I put some cuts in there just to show the best footage. So if there was a weird cut, that could have been me. I just want to say that ahead of time. It looks like an indie film project. It does look like an indie film project. It does. I agree. Cult or kids being silly. Fiction 100%. You've seen this before? Yeah. No, this one's a popular clip. I had to put it in here because again, it's like some things just really grab your attention. And I saw this, I was like, whoa. You're not spoiling it. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got to keep it interesting. So so far, we got 20 votes for no. Yeah, so 80% of our votes are no. They got too close to the masked people. Well, that could have been camera zooms too. I didn't look that closely to see how zoomed their camera was in, but it could have been a zoom. So the majority of people think it's fake. The majority of you guys think it's fake. Let me check the case number for this one again. I believe this is case 7. All right, let's take a look at the evidence. So I put this one in here to throw you guys off, actually. This was a curveball. This one was very real, actually. And that's what makes this so terrifying, is that there are people out there who just walk around with masks and weapons. And someone said it reminds them of the clown, like, incidents that happened some time ago, where the clowns were just, like, coming out of the woods and, like, terrifying people. And I actually had a friend that encountered that at one point. It was super freaky. But in this case, there was actually a following police investigation where the perpetrators went and talked to the police, and the school also spoke up on the students' behalf saying they did not stage this. This actually happened because they were getting accused of this being fake, but it was very real. So some people might comment, and I remember looking in the comments of this video, and they were saying, oh, well, they were laughing. What do you mean? They were all laughing the whole time. Well, the students admitted later it was kind of nervous laughter because they didn't know what to do. I mean, think about it. 2 strangers with masks and guns. What are you really supposed to do? You're a kid. You don't have a weapon. You can't return fire. It's a very freaky situation. And fortunately, all the children were okay. All of them are okay. Everybody's good. It's just a little bit freaky. My friend run from people like that, so I know they could be real. You hope no one got hurt. Yeah, nobody got hurt. Fortunately, this is a very fortunate case where all that happened was they got scared. Nobody got hurt. That wasn't me and my homie Frank, then I take it back. It's all good. Yep, no, this is a very American incident. At first, when I looked at the scenery, I was like, I'm not sure if this is the US, and then I saw like the trains. I'm like, okay, yep, this is the US for sure. The 2017 clowns I had encountered during being on the bus. The clown ran with a gun past the bus down the street. The police chased after. Oh my god. Yeah, no, those clowns were getting after it back in I think it was 2017. I mean, honestly, even before that too. But yeah, I had a lot of friends they encountered. Even if they had a weapon, I don't think many kids would be able to pull the trigger. That's a fair assessment. They wouldn't be able to defend themselves, nor should they have to, honestly. There probably should have been an adult present. Oh my god, what happened there? I just like glitched out for a moment. But there probably should have been an adult present there watching over them, because they, from what I heard, they were film students and they were shooting a film, which made it all the more suspicious they could have been possibly staging this incident. But it turns out they weren't. But there should have been an adult watching, right? And actually, in the original video as well, you can look and see police helicopters flying over. So I'm not sure if it's related to the incident, but I think that the police were coming to look and find those people. So it is a very terrifying case that unfortunately was very real. You saw some clowns too on October 31st. October 31st? What? How do you remember the day? Whoa. You remember the specific day. No, honestly, where I live, I'm surprised we didn't encounter any clowns. But if we see any people out where I live, because we live in the woods, it's a red flag. Like, if you're in this property, I have good right to pull a firearm. Yeah. Because we live out there. There should be nobody walking around where we are. Alright, Magic, you be careful. Don't hit a deer on the way. Don't fall in. On Halloween, you saw some... Okay, I get you now. Because Halloween. I didn't even put that together. I think during October, my brain was so taken up. At the time, I just forgot Halloween existed. We'll see. The state where I live, it's pretty normal to see people like clowns, I guess. What? That shouldn't be a normal thing. Just clowns walking around, coming out of the woods. You find them in the drain pipes and the stuff like that. That's not normal. That shouldn't be a normal occurrence. I don't like that. There are a lot of clown things that happen on Halloween, not gonna lie. Well, that's just Halloween. People get freaky on Halloween. Do I have any pets? Yes, I have one pet dog named Hannah. She is very disobedient, but she is a good dog. She's a good dog. We love her, but she's very disobedient and smells bad. Tell me it's more normal than you think. Unfortunately, yeah, I think incidents like this are becoming more normal in the US. Most of the time, there's a lot of police patrolling. Wow. Okay, you live in a dangerous area then. Clown's my beloved, but hell no, I'd be chill with that shit. Wait, you're chill with that? I'm not chill with clowns. Clowns walking around in the woods anywhere but the circus. I don't want to see clowns. And even then, at the circus, they're still pretty freaky. I'm not gonna lie. I look in the mirror and see a clown every day. Clown to clown communication. Oh, RB and I are sharing a brain cell. We're sharing a brain cell. Clown to clown communication. Throw the mirror, Sonny. Yeah, you're not actually seeing a reflection of yourself. It's your alter ego. It's the clown. You have two clowns inside of you. I was in the 6th grade. Baby me was terrified. Now adult me is still scared. I can't do clowns. I heard that is because as humans we try to find face in things, but because of the makeup it makes them... Yeah, exactly. It look uncanny. They're kind of uncanny valley. I can't remember what the effect is called, but there is a part of our brain dedicated to detecting faces. And some people actually have this on hyperdrive, and they see faces in everything. Could you imagine constantly being stared at all the time? That's a whole other subject I could get into one day, is talking about this kind of stuff. Super freaky. The finest clown I've ever seen, staring back at me when I look in the mirror. Yeah, I like the confidence. Astra used clown to clown my heart. Yeah, see? We're sharing a brain cell now. Alright. So, I think it's time to get into case 8. So, shadow figures are a common staple of paranormal media. And I'm sure if you guys have ever had a paranormal encounter in here yourself, you've probably seen a shadow figure just like me. I have seen many, actually. Oh, why is the chat over here? That shouldn't be doing that. I have seen many. In fact, I saw one recently. I was laying on the couch and I woke up and I saw a shadow figure at the foot of my bed. So I think that they're very real. But let's take a look at this clip and let's see if we think that this specific case of shadow figure is real. A man finds himself walking down a sidewalk holding a flashlight until something of a more sinister nature grabs his attention. Let's take a closer look. So a shadow appears on the wall behind him, and it catches his attention. However, when the flashlight is shown on it, it begins to slowly dissipate until it becomes nothing. Could something bad have happened at this location? So, I have some questions about this one, of course, but first, before we get into it, do we think it's fact or fiction? What do we think? I'm going to start the poll. What do you guys think? I see shadow figures every time I look out my window at night. Bro, you might need to call a priest or something, man. No, that's freaky. Kimichu does not mess with that, apparently. That's Rage's homie, Frank. See, oh, Rage, you have a shadow friend. Okay, I see. That looks real? I can just hear that one audio. Oh my god, what is that? Bro accidentally pressed eat it, and that did not look accidental. He went in there with a purpose. He was getting after it. Sleepy brain, I'm not scared. Well, that's good you're not scared, Elite. I'm glad I'm not scaring you too much. It could be both, but the way the light reacts to the shadow just looks off to me. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? If I leave my room's door open, I feel eyes stare at me. I see a large shadow standing at the door. That's so real, I'm not gonna lie. Reminds me of those who watch. They left me not that long ago. What? You just got... Okay, wow. We all of us got some freaky stuff going on, apparently. Alright, so looking at the poll, we have 20 votes where most people voted for yes. Let me check the case number one more time. We are in case number 8. So there's a really important piece of information here. There is very limited background information on this case. I looked around, I tried to even figure out where this was, but I could not find a lot of information out there on this specific appearance of a shadow figure. So, that makes it pretty hard to investigate at least the background. But we can still look at the video and intuit certain things about what may or may not be real. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. It's in the way I can't read the chat. So, here's one major point I want to make about the effect, because someone said it doesn't look real. As a video editor, I'm not a special effects artist, but as a video editor, that would probably, at least for an amateur like myself, it would be a fairly difficult to emulate effect and make it look as real as it does in the video. I don't know how you would put together such a convincing shadow that blends in with the video quality like that, unless it's a higher quality and you reduce it all together. But it looked like it was coming from a street camera, and that's an important bit of information too. So I think that the difficult to emulate effect and the fact that it looks like it's coming from a camera that's up high, a street camera, or something like that, lends some possibility that it could be true. It's seemingly an apparition. It doesn't appear to have a corporeal or physical form. Therefore, we can likely categorize this as being a paranormal being of some sort, if it is real. Now, one question I did have. This is super weird. He was walking along, he had already passed it when it started turning into a shadow. But he turned around and immediately looked at it. Like he saw it with eyes in the back of his head. Almost as if he was expecting it. I thought that was kind of weird. But I want to argue a counterpoint to this. When I have seen things and I have felt things following me, you feel things behind you, right? You just know that it's there. So it could be the case that it wasn't that it was staged. It could be that he walked past it and he felt something behind him like I did. Because sometimes when I walk down the hallway, I feel like there's a set of eyes on me. Or I feel like something is watching me. You know what I mean? Sometimes even in the woods, you get a feeling. I feel like something is watching me right now. And when you notice everything starts to go quiet, typically in the summer. In the winter, everything's already quiet. But in the summer, when things go quiet and something is watching you, you know it's time to get out of there. A gut feeling. I think it could have been a gut feeling. So taking into account all of the evidence and how what I think to be a realistic video, or how realistic the video was, I think this one is actually real. I am in the camp that this one is real, because I have seen similar things with my own eyes. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Nice reference. That's a good song. I like that. His spidey senses. When you take a piss, you feel like something's watching you. I mean, I don't get that. I don't normally get that. Normally when my wooden mallet is out, typically I don't feel like things are watching me. Things kind of, I guess they get intimidated and back off. It's real because it was you. It was me. Street camera wa, I can't read kanji well. I can't read kanji well. Wait, Lucy, 日本語わかるの? 待って。日本語わかるの, Lucy? I forgot how to read. 編集できません. Oh no, you can edit a street camera if you get the footage. I could edit it right here, right now in front of you guys. Just not to that quality. The shadow was Astra-shaped. It was a cloud. It was like a cloud shape. What do you mean? It's not Astra-shaped. It was a cloud. I've seen so many shadow figures. I also live next to a church now, so I've seen more than I did when I was younger. That's freaky. That's freaky. Some churches got like this really weird aura. Especially abandoned churches. Oh my gosh. Pull an Odysseus and go show yourself. I can see you. Wooden mallet, bro. Asher's admitted his meat ain't. That reminds me, we're doing this VR chat thing where we were doing these questions, and Jaybird was there, and the question was, what do you want to be known for? And I was like, my massive dong. Of course, all joking, of course. このチャットで日本語がいい? いや、日本語でもいいよ、別に。日本語でもいいよ。俺わかるから。Yeah, you could speak Japanese in here. It's kind of hard for the mods, though. The mods have a bit of a hard time with it. Nihongo. Yay, Nihongo! Everybody, let's Nihongo! わかんない。いや、たまに私もわかんないです。わかんないわ。Learning Japanese, but you can't read it. Maybe I have a forbidden Japanese teaching stream at some point. Jay real as hell. I know Jay is actually real as hell. I freaking love Jay, dude. I wish he was still here. I miss Jay already. But yeah, I'm going to mark this case down. Slam dunk, probably real. Now it's canon now. You got big meat. I mean, no comment. Gambama, gambate. Sleepy Lammy, what's up? Oh my god, welcome. Sleepy Lammy. Everyone check out Sleepy Lammy. Sleepy Lammy is also a VTuber. Sleepy Lammy is also a VTuber. Go check her out. She's awesome. What makes it forbidden, though? Forbidden... Oh, I know so many words you are not supposed to know in Japanese. So many. Okay. So I think it's time that we get into the next case. Unkolshtai. Oh my god. Let's get into the next case. Some of you guys are convinced that I'm a skinwalker. Sometimes I am also convinced myself that I am simply a being masquerading as a human, and perhaps I am. And I think that sometimes we can all relate to that. But in this case, this person may have potentially spotted a real, live skinwalker and had to fight it off. Let's take a look. In this bone-chilling video, some friends had been looking for one of their friends that had been away from camp for about 2 hours. However, when they found him, they didn't believe it was him.
Is that you?
Yeah, it is.
Prove it?
Prove it?
Yeah, prove it.
What do you mean, prove it?
I don't know.
I've been face down in a ditch for 2 hours. I was trying to save your buddy, okay? I don't think there's much left I have to prove. Okay,
Well,
if you could come
I
help,
don't-
that'd be nice. Okay, I don't know where this thing is, or when it's gonna...
Either these people are really good actors or those screams sounded real. But there's one moment where we can see the monster on the screen. Let's take a close-up of that. It appears to have the typical shape of what we imagine a skinwalker to be culturally. Was this a potential skinwalker attack caught on camera? That one is a short one, but a sweet one. I love that clip. I love that clip. Alright, but do we think it's fact or fiction? What do you guys think? I'm starting the poll now. Everyone going, nope, 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 nope. At least bro's got a bat. I know he's a baller for running in for his friend like that. Absolutely. They seem to be prepared, had a weapon. But the thing is, if you're going in the woods, why wouldn't you go in without a weapon? You know, whenever I go in the woods, I'm always armed. Always. I don't walk out there without a weapon. I've seen way too much. There has been too much stuff happen to me out here that I will not... I'm not going out there without something. At least an axe. I'm at least going out there with an axe. You got jump scared? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to jump scare you. No. Fiance better hold me tonight. I ain't sleeping after that. That's a real bro coming to save a bro. Absolutely. That's what you got to do for your bros. I support that. 100%. That wasn't a bat. I thought it was a bat. It looked like he had a bat. The one part, why does the arms look much longer? That's a good friend. You got some friends who do that for you. I know. Those are like your dream friends. But to be fair, I would do that for a stranger. If I saw someone getting attacked by something like that, I'd run after it and freaking pummel it. Always be safe without some kind of weapon in the woods. Oh yeah, if I'm in the woods though, I got a weapon, so it's getting shot. アストロはバックフリップをしてからオデュシアス探し. What about Odysseus, huh? Wild Astra sighting, 100%. Bruh, that's not how I eat people. That's not how I do it. I'm classy about it. I drain my prey first. So we all vote, or the majority votes yes. 71% yes. Let me see. This was case 9. So, I'm sorry. I disagree, actually. So, on this clip was actually found on TikTok. I found this one on TikTok, and I didn't see a lot of, surrounding information on this specific clip. But when I zoomed in and I took a look at the creature, it has highly human-like movement. So considering where I live, the takedown it did was a rear naked choke. It's very human-like movement. Typically, if you're doing a takedown, if you're a human, you're going to do it in that manner. A predator animal will not take you down that way. It's probably going for your gut. I have seen predator animals in action out here. This is not how a predator animal would do this. Maybe you could argue if it's a skinwalker, maybe it does it a different way. But I personally, I don't think it would do it this way. What kind of bricks are you placing on there, bro? All I'm saying is, yeah, I've seen some freaky stuff on TikTok. That creature probably would have been more feral and faster. Yeah, no, that takedown would have been a lot more violent. It would have been really, really violent, like he got yanked. If it's an animal that big with that much strength. What was the sound? The sound could be edited in post. It's entirely possible to do that. Now, also, when I took a look at it too, it was entirely white. The whole body was completely bright white. That's not really natural. Now, skinwalkers are depicted as being bright white, but I actually think if they're real, they're probably more of a yellowish color. So I would try to look for wrinkles in cloth too. I didn't see any, not that was really visible, but it was also really grainy looking at the image. So it's actually, I do think it was probably a dude dressed up in a white bodysuit that did a takedown on this dude, rear naked choke takedown. And with all of that taking into account, I don't think this case is real. I think this one was staged. But they had excellent acting. The creature strapped with a speaker, it has its own background ambience. It could be that too. Yeah, also there was some music over top of it as well, if I'm not mistaken. The weapon, it was a tool of the sport of lacrosse, if you look at it. Oh, I actually didn't know that. Most animals are way stronger than a human. Exactly. An animal that size, especially imagining something as mythical like a skinwalker, it's probably going to have supernatural strength. It's not going to have like this weak little takedown that a human would do, like this one did. But yeah, no, an animal would take you down a very, very different way. That seemed too controlled. It was a very controlled fall. What I saw. That boom didn't seem human. It could be. It could be. That was either a creature or a weird-ass wood dweller dude. Or it was staged. I think it was staged. That's my opinion. I could be totally wrong. Again, there's no conclusive evidence here. Ultimately, we could say it's inconclusive, but for the sake of fun, I'm going to say that it's false. For me, how I learned, I can't read that. Oh my gosh. I'm not able to read that. Most animals mostly spy on their prey before jumping at them at surprise. Well, that's apparently what happened. So this dude had been away from camp for 2 hours, supposedly. And then when he goes up to reunite with his friends, they're suspicious of him. So they're like, oh no, you're not the real dude. Prove to me you're the real friend, right? And he was trying to, and in that process, he got taken down. So that does fit that description of what a creature would likely do. But nothing else matches, in my opinion. The victim would have been snatched, taken before the person could even react. Yeah, no, I think that it would have been a lot more violent had it been an animal. If you've ever seen an animal attack, it is just nature at that point. Nature has taken over. You still think it was Astra, bruh. I don't take down my prey that way. Like I said, I have more class than that. I have more class. I drain my prey, and that's how I get my nutrients, right? You got to drain them nicely. I'm a classy cryptid. I do it classy. Kimi wa skinwalker da yo. Skinwalker じゃねえよ。何言ってんだ。俺はskinwalker じゃねえぞ。こら、変なこと言いやがって。I also have a question. Does one have to be a VTuber before they can collab with you? Asking for hypothetical reasons. Someone doesn't have to be a VTuber, but it has to get approved by my management. So that's the important step. You have to get my manager's approval. I agree with Moo. You still, bruh, I don't take down my prey that way. That was too weak. I'm not that weak. I takes his prey out before taking them down for real. Yeah, you gotta drain them. He got his fancy stainless steel straw. See, I told Kimichu, you understand the tools of the trade. Are you sure you're not a cryptid yourself? Like, you get it. Like us experienced cryptids know that you got to be a little bit classy with how you go about it, you know? At least take him out to dinner first. Yeah, absolutely. You got to take the prey out to dinner first. All right. So, I have another case for you guys. All right, I don't read Russian, so nobody's going to be able to read Russian in here. This next case, this one I found to be particularly interesting. And I think that you guys will think the same thing. Have you ever had something chasing after your car, like a dog? Well, what if a person did? But it turned out that it wasn't a person. Let's take a look. In this video, we have what appears to be a man running after a car, but it turns out he may not be so human after all.
Alright, go straight.
I'm in the sunlight. Get that nigga. World star! Fuck you! Bro, I know he's too fast, bro. No, nigga, he's too fucking fast. Bro, no, nigga, cause he ran through, bro.
Go in this parking lot right here. Go in this parking lot right here. Go in this parking lot right here.
Bro, that nigga was too fast, bro.
Turn all the way around.
Bro, he's right there. He's right there.
Turn all the way around.
Get that nigga. He's right there.
Turn all the way around. Turn all the way around. So come out the regular way.
Bro, hold on. Get the light out my face, bro. I can't see. I want to run up on the car, bro.
Turn around, cause he on that dick. He on that dick.
Son, no, son. Hold on, son. Hold on.
No, he mad. Look, turn around,
Son,
nigga.
hold on, son. I gotta go turn around, bro. Cause if he run up to the car, I gotta run him over, bro.
Son, you ain't gotta run this nigga over,
Son,
bro.
I'm gonna run him over. We don't know him,
You
son.
on my side now. You on my side. Son, turn the fuck around.
Son,
How you roll the window down?
right here, son.
Turn my window down. Roll my window down.
Son, chill, son.
Roll my window down. I don't
right
give a
here.
fuck about this nigga. Go, Brody. We have to go.
Hey, son.
Oh, no, he on your side here.
No, son. We get.
So he right there running down the street naked, bro.
Hold on. Get the light on my face. Yes. I don't see him.
He's right there! Son, go straight. Look, right there.
Where?
Right there. Go straight. Go in the middle of the street.
What?
Come on, get him. Wait. Now get him.
Those eyes, they're the eyes of a predator. Those are the same eyes of a mountain lion staring you down in the forest at night. To see it on a humanoid-shaped creature makes it all the more terrifying. So, whether this one is human or not, it's still terrifying. I don't care. This one freaks me out. He was keeping, they weren't driving super fast, but he was keeping up with the car. But, do we think this is fact or fiction? As in, was it a human or was it not a human? And if it's not a human, that would be fact, I guess. So do we think it's something else? Legs are kind of bent deer-like. That's interesting, I didn't notice that. That thing is so fleshy, doesn't look fully human, but it's fleshy. Chasing the car, bro. Yeah, no, this one was too real. Your destination is behind you. Scenario. No, this one, when I saw it, I was like, hell no. Hell no. I'd be flooring it out of there. Someone said Jay, they wouldn't be able to catch up to Jay, and you're absolutely right. That thing was kind of cute. Magic Cow, what are you on, bro? If it was able to run that fast, it should have been able to dash to the window and then attack them at least a little. It only ran, it didn't even attack or anything. Well, they also probably sped up once it started getting close. Magic, start driving. Maybe he'll come chasing after you. The eyes. I know the eyes were what really terrified me. I see that in the woods all the time. Alright, so the vast majority of you guys, out of 22 votes, 82% of you guys voted that this one is real. As in, this one is not human. Let's take a look. Let's look at some of the evidence. So, there wasn't a lot of background information on this one either. right? I looked around a little bit. I couldn't find much, but I can imagine this scenario being pretty real. Now, as an editor, I have tried to emulate that glowing eye effect before. I've tried. It's very hard to do. It's not an easy thing to do. That being said, doing it, a person doesn't naturally do that. We are not a animal that really sees at night, so we typically don't have that glowing eye effect. Although there are some people that have a genetic thing where they're able to see at night, and they do have that effect happen, but it's very rare. It's not a common thing to happen. And in that case, you would reflect light when it's pointed at you at night, like a creature. Well, ASM2, welcome, welcome. Could be a cannibal. Yes, it could be. Or something, some kind of creature cryptid. That being said, this thing has a very human appearance. It is shaped exactly like a human. Other than the eyes, I couldn't tell much difference between that creature and a real human. You need to be very high for your eyes to be that. It could be. I don't know. But you still shouldn't be reflecting light. So that glowing eye effect, it's, again, as an editor, it's super hard to make that. It's possible, but I, as an amateur, I can't do it. I can't do it. So it's not accessible. It's not readily accessible. Witnesses didn't appear to doubt the humanity. So I listened to what they were saying. And there wasn't anything that they said like, oh my God, that's not a human. Oh my God, that's a creature of the night. That's a cryptid. They didn't say anything like that. But that doesn't necessarily mean it was or wasn't a human, though. They could have just not been thinking of that at the time. They could have been like, oh my God, we're in danger. Let's get out of here, you know? And the running speed was, albeit fast, I wouldn't say it was quite inhuman. I would say it was a very fast running speed, able to keep up with a car going a decent speed, but it wasn't inhuman, I don't think, because they slowed down, because they were probably messing with whatever it was. It could just be a crackhead, but the glowing eyes. I don't know. This one I'm actually really conflicted on. I definitely think it's a real video. I don't think they staged this at all. But do I think it was a human or do I think it was a cryptid? I have a hard time. But I think for the sake of fun, I'm going to say it was a cryptid. So I'm going to agree with you guys. I'm going to say yes on this one. This one will be real. But realistically, it's pretty inconclusive. The glowing eye thing is really hard to do, like really hard in pictures and videos. It's something that you get more in like animals. Yeah, if you shine a flashlight around at night, like look at a cat, you're going to get the glowing eye effect. Look at a raccoon, you get the glowing eye effect. Deer, you know, anything like that, you'll get glowing eyes. Humans, you don't get it at all. It could be, yeah, it could just be a crackhead. It could be a crackhead. And it seems like regular people come across something usually and decided to record it. I agree. The vibe was super real. I agree with you guys. I can't disagree here. It's just, I'm not sure if it was a creature or a human. Although we are technically creatures, but I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole different conversation. They were probably more concerned with getting out of there alive than figuring out what it was chasing them. Yeah, no, that would be me. I would be like, let's speed the hell out of here. Let's not mess with whatever's able to keep up with our vehicle and has glowing eyes in the dark. It doesn't look like a human though. People don't run like that. I don't know. I've seen some people run kind of like that. It seemed to be laughing and joking too much. So at a minimum, I don't think they... I disagree. I actually disagree. People play off terrifying situations in different ways. And that could be how they just deal with it. Also, it was funny. They're like, world star the whole time. You're acing this course. I know, Kimmy, you're doing awesome. You're doing awesome, dude. Also, Thaka, take it easy, dude. It's good to see you today. Could have been the camera giving that red eye effect. Then chroma keyed, then editing the glowing in. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. Trust me, I've tried messing with that kind of thing. It's really hard to do. It's possible, but with typical, you have to be a pretty advanced editor to do it. And it's possible they are, or it's possible they hired one, But that seems like a lot of effort for something like this. I don't know. It would be too dark. It could be. I've seen enough drug people to know that they don't look like humans once they're very bad. See, yeah, it could be someone that was just addicted to something and something happened. They did sound concerned. Yeah, I mean, different people deal with stressful situations in ways, and that's probably how they deal with it. Lucy, right, so at some point they get bad enough for that, but even then it's scary. Yeah, no, it's still pretty freaky. Your YouTube crashed. No! No! Well, welcome back, Lucy. I think glowing eyes are from the flash in the camera. I think it's a stretch, personally. I don't know. That's how I would sound in a situation like that, for real. That would be me. I'm like, oh shit, guys. World star. Yeah, no, that if it was a dude, he was probably sky high. Okay, guys. So I have another case for you guys here. And this one, it's close to my heart. I really like this one. I love this one. I think it was brilliantly done. It was you know, despite it being a very terrifying situation, it was recorded by an absolute expert. And not only that, the narrator did a really good job the whole time throughout. Beautiful voice. It was just excellent. I want to show you guys this one. Again, this one, it will resonate with you guys because it resonates with me. To be a Hey, come up here.
What the fuck?
All right, so after taking a look at the video evidence, do we think it's fact or do we think it's fiction? Let's see. What do we got? What do we think, guys? All right, we got 50% yes. LMAO, the narrator for this one, absolutely perfect. A stellar job. It's got to be real. Yup, it's real. I want it to be real, but I feel like that's really easy to stage. It could be. It could be. I don't know, but I've heard a lot about mimics before, though. There's a lot of media surrounding mimics. Alright, Lucy, you have a good shower. You take it easy, dude. It was good to see you today. I'm so sorry to everyone, but my name is the effing mimics. Oh yeah, my name is the effing... Oh, what, huh? I've seen way freakier ones. Yeah, there are freakier ones out there, but this one is just excellently done. Alright, so we're up to 15 votes right now. I'm going to close the poll in a little bit here. Do we think it's real or do we think it's staged? What do we think? All right. I think that's the votes that we're getting. I'm going to close the poll. So 60% of you guys voted that it's real. Let me tell you what. I can already tell you right now, this one is very real. You know why? I made it. I made this one. It's completely real. I mean, did you hear that narrator? Beautiful job. Excellent. Absolutely gorgeous. I had to put it in here. I had to put it in here. Nope. I made this one. This one is... It's totally real. I totally didn't have one recording where I set my phone at the bottom of the steps and banged on the wall upstairs and then ran down the steps and then just cut out the video and put the audio overlaid on top of me standing at the bottom of the stairs, recording a video, being like, what the fuck? That's totally not what happened. So it's not staged, definitely. Absolutely not. It's out of all these videos, this is the most real one here. Let me tell you. I had to put it in here because I thought it was fun. I like to make random stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. I thought Joella helped. No, nope, I did it all myself. Wait, did I actually guess how you did it? Kind of. There was no speaker involved. There was no speaker. Because if you use a speaker, you get audio distortion. So instead, I had two separate audio recordings. One where I was at the top of the step, acting like a mimic, but my microphone was at the bottom of the steps when I was doing it. And then the other one where I was taking a video from the bottom of the steps. Was that in your house? No, I broke into a stranger's house to record it. Welcome back, Magic Cow. So, yeah, I would say the evidence is pretty strong for this one. There's no denying it. I'm probably going to see this on like the next episode on the History Channel of Paranormal Exploration or whatever the heck they call it now. It's because it's just so real and so well shot and so well done. It was excellent, excellent, excellent work. Why does your house look like the back rooms though? Well, no, I broke into a stranger's house to record it. Also, I do live in the back rooms. I like the back rooms. I love it there. It's so spacious. Bye, you have practice tomorrow. Alright, Anointed, you take it easy, dude. It was good to see you today. Hope to see you again soon, man. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? That was all the cases I have for you today. But do you think this was interesting? Did you have fun with this? You know, I had to really fight to put this one together. I'm not kidding. I put like so much work into this, but I had a lot of fun. I really enjoy this genre a lot. So it's something I would love to keep doing. I hope you guys enjoyed a lot. It was a lot of fun. He keeps us in his basement. At least there's a stove. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Very cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, my mods are in the basement. This was fun. Hell yeah, dude. I'm the only mod that get to leave and come back. Yeah, well, RB's got special privileges because he runs the errands and stuff for everybody. Have a wonderful night, Anointed. You enjoyed it? Heck yeah. This is really fun first stream with you. I appreciate it. Oh, this is your first. Oh yeah, I guess this is your first stream with me. Well, I appreciate it. I'm so glad you were here for this one. This one was very special for me. You loved it. Yeah, dude, please do more. Grr. Definitely doing more in the future. Now, this is not something I'm going to be able to do like every week. Because let me tell you, the internet was out 2 days this week. Putting this together, I had 4 days. I had 4 days on top of everything else I have to do. I had a total of 4 days to put this together. I have not slept properly over the past 4 days. Yeah, it took a lot. It took a lot to put it together, but it's been a lot of fun. Jow Bussy approved. Alright, we got your nickname, dude. Jow Bussy. Not gonna lie, it was really enjoyable, boss man. I appreciate it. Also, my first stream with you was very fun. Awesome, dude. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are here for this one, because I put a lot of work into this. This was a cool one. It was a very good second one. I'll be here to stay. Hell yeah. Love your creativity. Oh my god, I want to keep cooking. I want to keep coming up with stuff like this. Maybe UAP one day. Dude, that is a whole subject. Oh my god, there's so many different things I could cover. Bridget, yeah, I'm thinking maybe once a month for these, actually. I'm thinking once a month, but I also want to do other specials too. So I'm just thinking of different stuff. I'm trying to think of, you know, different genres I can cover, different cool things that would be interesting. But the horror genre is just so ripe with so much stuff, and it's so much fun, you know. Also, your first stream with you. Oh, well, thank you, dude. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are here. Who got? What do you mean, who got? Thank you for your hard work. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, speaking of, would one of you guys be able to put the community Discord link in here? So, Lucid actually has a community Discord if you all are interested in joining. And I try to be in there every once in a while. Now, these past few days, I've been so busy with this. I've not been in the Discord at all, but usually I'm in there, like, I might chat in the morning a bit or something. But yeah, definitely join if you want to hang out some too. Achan, your power grows each day. Scary. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to get good. I'm locking in right now. I'm locking in. All your work was great. Very noticeable how much you put into this. I appreciate it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. ちゃんと伝わってよかった。日本語わからなくなってきた。One more collab question. How would one need to get in touch with you and your Mane-san? So you could do that through the Discord, actually. You could do it through the Discord, or you could even email Lucid directly. Took me a moment to figure that out. So that's one way that you could do it. Yeah. So definitely get in touch with my manager. Because yeah, they help me out. Oh my god, the managers are so helpful with a lot of stuff, dude. Thank you, MODs. What's MOD? What does MOD mean? Oh, thank you, mods. Okay, my brain fart there, dude. Took me a moment. Link speedrun. I know all three of them. Like, here's the link, guys. Yeah, that is the Discord link. If you all are interested, definitely join. Join the... Wait, am I oiled up in a maid outfit in there? Who posted that? Clown to clown to clown. Communication. We're connected. The basement connection. Yeah, we all bonded in the basement. That sounds really bad. Why did I say that? That sounds so bad, dude. Did I make a mistake revealing my name in chat? The bus blaster wouldn't approve. Yo. No, you didn't make a mistake. It's chill. We're all chill here. But I don't recommend saying your real name. You know. But yeah, no, I oiled up Astra. Wait, actually, hold on. Let me check. Did someone put me oiled up in there? What did the... Bro, let me see. What's going on? Nanda? I don't see oiled up Astra. Am I crazy? Well, okay, maybe that's a future thing. Maybe that's something for the future. Bought in the basement is wild. I know, that sounds really bad. Jay return. Welcome back, Jaybird. How's it going, dude? Well, you can't say you're real. Oh, well, Luciano, it might be a little bit late for you. I just don't recommend it, because, you know, not everybody on the internet is a friend. I like to think we're all friends in here, but, you know, there's always freaky people out there. You know what I mean? Return of the Jedi. I return from the dead. Wait, Jay is undead, confirmed. We got an undead in here. We'll be here for a few more minutes. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna be chilling here for a little bit. We're just chilling now, we're chilling. But I'm so glad you guys liked it though. Like, I need to find more clips. I need to find more cool clips. Because I filtered them. Because I found a lot of clips and I looked at them, I'm like, they're not that interesting, you know? I want like the most interesting ones to show. Like whether they're fake or real, I want the coolest one. Oiled up who? Apparently me. Like when I'm running from somebody, I oil myself up and I run. And whenever they try to grab me, I slip out of their grasp. Astra is so close to 2K. Wait, actually? Hold on, I haven't been checking. Hold on, let me look. Channel content, let me see here. Load. Oh my god, we are getting close. Holy crap. Yo. This is like almost a speed run at this point. Did I get like 500 overnight? Holy crap, past 28 days plus 1,153 subs. Dude, that is insane. My gosh. You know what? But it's all thanks to you guys. It's all thanks to you guys. We're popping off. Super cool idea for stream. 420 out of 420. Great stuff. Yeah, I also like the magic number you included. Magic mention, by the way. Does that summon Magic Cow? Had a really nice time here. I'll probably show next stream too. Have a nice night. Alright, you take it easy, dude. It's good to see you. But I also mean Astra can't run and be slipping. Yeah, well, I don't put the oil in my shoes. But also tomorrow, I think it's 6 p.m. on Xander's channel. We have a Nocturnes collab. Going on. And it's like a Riz event. We have to practice our Riz live. See, we summon Magic Cow. We got the magic word. Wink, wink. But you'll be able to see us in action, practicing our Riz for real. And I think there's a part where we have to Riz you guys up too. So it's a lot of fun. Definitely be there tomorrow if you can. I have to go now, Astra. See you next time. All right, Bridget, I appreciate you being here. It was good to see you. You get a head pat for doing good today. Thank you, Dushi. Arigato na. Arigato na. You know oil don't work on Diddy. Yo. That's like when you're going out hunting for deer and you put the pheromones on you to attract the bucks. That's exactly like that. But yeah, good night, herbalist. Take it easy. That's his element. His element is oil. He's an oil bender. But yeah, so tomorrow we got that big collab going on. I'm planning some stuff for next week. I'm trying to make sure I remember Gardic phone. I'm trying to make sure I remember that. Let me write it down again. Gardic phone. I'm going to write it in my phone. Gardic phone. Put that on the schedule. Absolutely. Since I stream late in your time zone, but see if it could be a VOD gang. Well, either way, I appreciate you. Whether you could be here or you're part of the VOD gang, I appreciate you, dude. I get it. Yeah, time zones can be really hard. But when you're feeling up to it, I definitely love when you're in here too. I think the stream, it's at 6 p.m. EST on Xander's channel. I think it's 6 p.m. EST. Did I listen to the songs? I've barely had time to breathe the past few days, but it's still on my, I have it saved. I have the song saved. So I will listen to them. It's just the past couple of days I have been editing and working nonstop putting this together. This was a lot. Rizdra. Yeah, tomorrow I will become Rizdra. But guys, I might hop off of here. I had a good time with this one. I hope you guys did too. And I appreciate you guys so much as always. We're definitely going to be doing some more of this in the future. Oh yeah, that's when I'm already out of school, so yippee. Oh, nice. Yeah. So remember, tomorrow, big collab going on. It's the first Nocturnes collab. First ever. And make sure also check out the other Nocturnes and check out everyone else in Lucid too. They're awesome. Astra's internet was also on and off. Yeah, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. But it came together in the end. You cooked with this amazing stream. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. The dorks trying to Riz will be ridiculous. Exactly. I have negative Riz, so we're going to see how it goes. Good night, Moo. Good night, Elites. Jaybird, Sunny, Jowser, or was it the Jawussi that you said? Good night, RB, Kimichu, Dada, Dushi, Sunny, Moo, Omegs, Corinne BB. I saw Luciano earlier. Jaybird, Bridget, although Bridget already left. Some. Clinical already left, but good night again. Rage. Good night, everyone. Astra secretly has infinite Riz. I'll see you all next time. Otsukaresama.